The United States has declared a de facto military victory in the Middle East and delivered a definitive ceasefire ultimatum directly to Iran. Iran has effectively lost the physical capacity to wage war. Their domestic infrastructure is rapidly crumbling, leaving the regime with few remaining options. The Iranian Navy has been entirely neutralized, stripped of its ability to project power or protect its own coastlines. The destruction extends to the skies. Their air force is gone, and the critical communications networks required to coordinate a defense have been completely severed. With absolute military supremacy established, the shooting has largely stopped. The conflict has transitioned into a high-stakes psychological standoff over the terms of surrender. Iranian leaders are publicly denouncing the negotiations to save face with their supporters, despite the collapse of their national infrastructure. In private, active back-channel negotiations are currently moving forward behind closed doors. These secret talks are being managed by top-tier U.S. cabinet officials, including Marco Rubio, who is directly steering the diplomatic pressure campaign. He is joined by J.D. Vance, who is also helping manage this quiet diplomatic channel to secure a final agreement. This strategy of aggressive public denial paired with private capitulation is the hallmark of a regime trying to survive the endgame of a lost conflict. Details of the actual peace plan have recently come to light, brought forward by intelligence leaks from Pakistani officials. The U.S. offers economic survival through sanctions relief and civilian nuclear power in exchange for the rollback of Iran's nuclear program. Compliance requires continuous monitoring by the IAEA, and Iran must provide unhindered access to the Strait of Hormuz. These heavily weighted terms define a survival package dictated to a defeated state. The next phase of these talks could happen tomorrow. Pakistan's prime minister has offered his nation as the venue for the diplomatic summit. Washington is executing a strategy of coercive diplomacy, using the prospect of peace while simultaneously escalating the physical threat. Even as the ceasefire sits on the table, the U.S. government is drafting plans to send more combat troops directly to the region. 1,000 soldiers from Fort Bragg, designated as the Ready Unit, are currently expected to deploy. Military leaders have a clear mandate. These soldiers will be put on the ground immediately if the Iranian leadership rejects the ceasefire terms. Extending a peace treaty while deploying fresh combat troops creates a squeeze play, leaving Iran no room to stall for time. Reports suggest the pressure is working. The president has stated that Iran has already conceded the core issue by agreeing to never develop a nuclear weapon. Despite that major concession, the comprehensive ceasefire plan remains unsigned. Iranian leadership faces a binary choice over the next 48 hours. They can accept the path to economic revival or face total destruction. The decision made in these meetings will dictate the stability of the entire Middle East for decades. Will Iran accept the reality of an American victory to secure a fragile peace, or choose the path of total ruin?